MMA fighting?
I got involved with MMA fighting. It started back in Toledo, Ohio. Back when I was 14, I started doing traditional martial arts, everything from karate to weapons. Did that for a while. When I was doing that, MMA was new on the scene. Went to the military at 18, and then when I got to Japan, started kickboxing and expanding my repertoire. I had my first official MMA fight in Okinawa, Japan, about 2010. It was King of the Cage. Did not fare well at all. Had no concept of grappling. When I got to California, my next duty station, then I started expanding my repertoire, getting into wrestling and jiu-jitsu, and started doing pancration, which is like a watered-down form of MMA. And from there, just had my first fight out there, and from there, it just took off.
Okay. So you're in the military, you're in the Navy?
I was. Yes, I was in the Navy for 8 years.
Okay. And you have a fight coming up on Friday, right?
Correct.
Who are you fighting?
I'm fighting Josh Timms.
Okay. And so what do you do, other than regular, training that you would do to train against anyone? Do you do anything special when you know who you're fighting? Like, do you watch their fights or whatever?
I've recently started getting into that. I did watch this person's fights, and I send the links to my coaches and my trainers, and we work out a game plan from there. For instance, this person is really tall, so we work out a game plan for that because everybody in the weight class is taller than me. I'm only like 5'7" with shoes on. So we work out game plans based on what we do see. So as far as other than that, no. I just try to keep myself in fighting condition, competing condition at all times.
Okay. So what's your ultimate goal? Like, how far? Because obviously this is more than just a hobby, since you compete and things like that.
My ultimate goal, honestly, is pro. The big leagues, pro, UFC, and Bellator. I definitely would like to get a few world championships under my belt, specifically for kickboxing.
Okay. Okay, so first off, Dahlen, congratulations. You won your fight.
Thank you.
So tell me about it. Tell me what was going through your mind. Tell me.
To be perfectly honest with you, the first 2 rounds, my mind was a blank slate. So that's what was going through my mind. That first 2 rounds was absolutely nothing. I couldn't get my head right. Truth be told, I was more concerned about the fight itself than my actual opponent. Just jitters being back in the ring for the first time after a year due to surgery on my right knee. And
it had been a year.
Yeah, it has been a year since I had fought in the ring, literally this month last year. And it was just really interesting to see. It was just really interesting to get back in there. Truth be told, I fell to the level of my training. They always say it's always said that we never rise to the level of our expectations, always fall to the level of our training, and I certainly did. Luckily, I received excellent training. First 2 rounds, at least how I felt, were strictly reflex. I didn't really become cognizant of everything until the 3rd round. However, I was calm, I felt really good. I was able to still kind of hear, and my body reacted even though I wasn't really thinking about what my coaches were saying. So I felt good about the win. I really did. However, I'm very analytical, and I don't like to dwell on my victories too long. I like to see what I can do better. I truly take this seriously. This is an obsession, not a hobby. So I really want to be the best fighter I can possibly be. And to do that, I got to learn from the mistakes I made in victory just as much, if not more so, than the losses.
So what's your record now, Dahlen?
My record right now is 4-0.
Okay. Okay. And when do you fight again?
I'm fighting November 21st in Corbin, Kentucky. Looking forward to it.
Tell me again. When do you fight again?
November 21st.
Okay. Okay. All right. And who's going to be your opponent then?
Honestly, I don't know too much yet about who's going to be the opponent or anything of that nature. I'll find out when I find out. Truth be told, this was the first fight I actually developed a solid game plan, so to speak. Most of the time I've done martial arts and fighting, I've just kind of gone in and do what I do best, adapt to my circumstances. It was nice to be able to have a game plan for once. Reflexes and instinct only get you so far. It was nice to gather some intelligence on the opponent and be able to make a strategy, talk with my coaches, and actually do something more suitable to me, my style, and actually amplify my style. So, but this time around, I'm sure I'll find out who it is eventually, and we'll just go from there. The person who's going to be cornering me is in Kentucky. A good friend of mine is like my little brother, Ian Lawler. He has his own gym out there called Adversity Training Center in Somerset, Kentucky. He's been with me like 5 years. We were stationed together. We've been close ever since. He knows my fighting style really well, knows what my attributes are, knows what my weaknesses are, knows I don't like to, I try not to keep those weaknesses around too long, so.
Okay. Well, it was a pleasure seeing you fight.
I agree. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the opportunity and for the interview and stuff.
And so what do you think you would tell younger people that want to fight, that are coming up?
If you truly want to do it, understand it's more about what you want to do it for. If you just want the title of fighter, hey, just get a fight. It's that simple. I mean, that's not getting a fight is not the hardest thing in the world, I assure you. If you want to truly be a fighter and really pursue this, understand, number one, there's hell to pay. There's nothing in life, universal law, nothing in life is given for free. It's going to be a lot of sacrifice. So it's a selfish sport. A lot of my coaches who are married and have families will tell you that. It's a selfish sport. But if you're truly willing to pay the cost, then you can truly be successful in it. I would say if they truly want to be a fighter and they're willing to go and face, walk through the depths of hell that this type of thing brings, any dream brings, then go ahead and do it. I mean, you're the only person who can really stop you. I mean, you're going to have plenty of naysayers. I know, for instance, my mother was not the biggest fan of my decision at first, but she came around. But, you have to pursue it. You have to really give it your all and really go ahead and get after it. I mean, you're going to have plenty of naysayers. You're going to have plenty of doubts and fears. It's part of the game. It's part of the cost. But if you are able to rise above it and endure through the pain, both mental and physical, it's well worth it. It's well worth it.